Have you ever stayed in a place that didn't feel empty, even when no one else was around? I'd been traveling cross-country, documenting abandoned places for a photography project. It was late, and the storm had turned violent. My GPS cut out somewhere in rural Pennsylvania, and I was desperate to find shelter. That's when I saw it. The Ash Grove Inn, an old roadside hotel barely lit, sitting like a fossil on the edge of the woods. The neon vacancy sign blinked erratically. I pulled in. Inside, the lobby was empty, no staff in sight. Just a bell and a musty smell like mildew and something sweet rotting in the walls. I rang the bell once, then again. Finally, a man stepped out from the shadows behind the counter, gaunt, pale, with sunken eyes like he hadn't slept in years. "You'll be in room 313, he said before I even spoke. "Top floor, end of the hall." I didn't question it. I was too tired. The room. The elevator groaned like it hated every second of its job. The hallway upstairs was narrow, dimly lit by flickering bulbs. When I reached the door to room 313, my hand paused over the key. There was something wrong about it. The door had scratches around the knob, as if someone had tried to claw their way out. The brass numbers were upside down, hastily screwed in. I told myself I was overthinking and stepped inside. The room was strangely preserved, like no one had used it in decades. Heavy velvet curtains, flowered wallpaper, a queen-size bed with a cracked wooden frame, and a large antique mirror on the wall across from it. I immediately noticed something. The mirror didn't show my reflection. It showed the room, the same room I was standing in, same bed, same lighting, but I wasn't in it. There was no reflection of me, just the room, and something standing in the corner. A woman, the woman in the mirror. I spun around. Nothing. The corner was empty. I looked back at the mirror. She was still there, wearing a hospital gown, head tilted, skin sagging from her face like wax, eyes black hollow sockets. She raised her hand in the mirror. So did I. I raised mine slowly, but the reflection didn't follow. She wasn't copying me. She was watching me. I rushed to the bathroom and splashed water on my face. Told myself I was just exhausted, sleep-deprived, hallucinating. When I stepped back into the room, the mirror was blank. Just a normal reflection, but the bed sheets were wrinkled now, like someone had just been sitting on the edge. The other guest. That night, I kept the lights on. I lay there, eyes open, staring at the mirror. Hours passed. Maybe I dozed off. I don't remember. At 3:13 a.m., I heard a sound. Knock, 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 slow, soft, coming from inside the closet. I grabbed my camera light, approached the door, and pulled it open. Nothing inside. But as I turned back toward the bed, the woman was standing in front of the mirror. Only this time, she wasn't inside it. She was in the room, facing me. Facing. No eyes, just bleeding holes. Her head twitched with tiny jerks, as if she were glitching in place. She whispered something I couldn't hear. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. Then, she vanished, and all the bulbs in the room shattered at once. The truth of room 313. I fled downstairs to the lobby. The old man behind the desk was already waiting. Not surprised, not confused, just watching me with those same sleepless eyes. "You saw her," he said. I nodded, shaking. "She's been in that room since 1974. Used to be a nurse at a nearby asylum, Ash Grove Psychiatric. They shut it down after she disappeared. Some say she slit her own throat in that room trying to escape the voices." "Why keep renting it out?" I asked. His answer chilled me more than anything else that night. "We don't. That room was sealed decades ago." I showed him the key. He went pale. "That key's been gone for years." What followed me home? I left before the sun came up, drove without stopping until the rain let up and the roads were dry again. But the mirror, it never left me. That night at home, I noticed something strange in my bedroom mirror, a flicker, a shadow in the corner that wasn't there before. Over the next few days, things got worse. I saw her in reflections that weren't mine. Store windows, phone screens, puddles, always just standing, watching. And at 3:13 a.m. every night, she comes closer, first in the corner, then behind me, then breathing at my neck. Last night, I took every mirror in the house and smashed them, every single one. Tonight, there's a new mirror on my wall. I didn't buy it, I didn't put it there, but I can see her standing behind me, smiling.